Hey everybody, it's Sabrina. I am so excited to share with you my first December daily page. We are just jumping right in. Sometimes I feel like starting December daily is kind of like jumping in a cold pool. You can't just ease your way in. You just gotta like push yourself in. So that's how it feels for me. I don't know if it does for anyone else. If it does, I'd love to know in the comments. So for day one, it was a Sunday. And it was different because it was December and we were also going back to school after a week off for Thanksgiving break. So we had a lot of the normal everyday activities going on, but also some of the festive things like getting out the decorations, setting up the new porch inflatable that we have, and also starting on our tree decorating. It was a lot. It was a lot for a Sunday. And me being me, I couldn't decide which photo to use, so I decided to just make a collage. And I left 2 spaces blank so I could add in some pattern paper. I thought that would be a fun little detail that I could add. I thought about putting embellishments on the top, but again, I was just trying to ease my way into this. I mean, I'm jumping in, like, let's get started, but I'm also like, I don't need to go too crazy yet. And then this page will be glued right on top, or not on top. I put it on a piece of white cardstock because my printer printed it a little off. And in the end, it worked out better since I had to put it on cardstock. I could stamp a title, which is what I'm going to do in a little bit. I also have a floating photo that's 5x7, and I'm using some leftover acetate from my stamp organizing stamp video. I had all these scraps from that, so I'm using that so that way I could put the photo on top of that and not have to punch holes in the photos. If you follow me on Instagram or you've seen my videos over the years, I'm obsessed with target birds. They bring me utter joy. And I had a friend on Instagram message me saying that there was a Target doormat that had birds on it. Well, I just so happened to be placing a grocery order. I might as well just add the doormat to my order as well. I also added in a giant stuffed pillow in my order as well that was of the birds. So I decided, you know what, that could be my picture for the day, is my doormat. And it's 5x7. I originally wanted to put the multicolored trees on top or on the side, but I couldn't figure out how I could get it to work. And I didn't feel like it wasn't working. So I decided to look at my supplies. I found a red star that I could put on top, but I didn't know how far down I would need to put the star. So I went ahead, got my album, put it back in my album, or put the 5x7 in my album so I could kind of see and eyeball it from there. Once it was in there, that's when you can see here that I'm adhering the star. That way it doesn't poke out too much at the top. And then I can add my number 1, which is probably from a previous year. And after that, I can get started on stamping my 'Tis the Season. I thought about die cutting a title. Die cutting titles is definitely something I love to do for December Daily because I have all the digital stamp sets that have been released over the years, along with tons of different options when it comes to fonts. But I decided to do this, and I don't know, I don't feel like it was as vibrant as it could have been, but it still was a fun little festive touch to bring in all the different colors and also use this new alpha stamp set for the December Daily. So I drew a line with pencil, and that kind of helped guide me so I didn't make my line of letters, my row of letters, make my title wonky. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I didn't want to make my title wonky. And stamping 'Tis the Season instead of Hello December, since I knew that with my journaling that's going to be on the back of the doormat photo, that is going to be where I stamp Hello December. I then wanted to add some sort of star embellishment to the left of the title. Since I did not center the title, I could add some embellishment over there. I thought I had one more white heart, so that's why I put a star in the center of the grid, then realized I really don't have any more white chipboard stars. So I peeled that one off and just left 2 down by the T in TIS. So again, very simple as far as embellishments, and I'm totally okay with that. So now the paper that I used on the back of the 5x7 photo is actually a scrap paper of a kid's drawing, and that's kind of still see-through, but it was mainly see-through up at the top, so I decided to add in this colorful paper that says ho ho ho, and then I could add in a gold star down at the bottom, just trying to bring some continuity between all the different pieces that I have in my page. And this time when I'm gonna stamp out Hello December, I don't stamp a line, I'm just gonna wing it. I mean, I don't think it matters one way or the other. I also did lay out my stamps in the order that I wanted them, so red, blue, yellow, and green, and that way I didn't have to, figure out the order that I'm stamping. So I'm stamping hello and then December. December should have been like scooted over like 1/8 of an inch so I could fit the R. But, what can you do? Isn't that how it always is? It's like just a smidge more, and it would have worked perfectly. So I stamped the R, and then now I'm going to add some journaling lines, and I actually have to go back and I think add journaling lines like 3 more times. I had so much to say because, like I said, it was a very busy Sunday with lots of different components going on, getting ready for school, getting groceries, starting on celebrating. So I had lots to say, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. And I love adding in the journaling and just discussing how December is starting off. I did want to remember to erase my pencil line on 'Tis the Season. I felt like it needed a little bit of time to dry. It dried, I erased it, and now I'm journaling. So I just said that with Thanksgiving being so late in the month, it felt like December just came in a whirlwind. And it was also, I know I mentioned, the last day of our Thanksgiving break. So we were, of course, doing the laundry and groceries, and I treated myself to some fabulous new Target things that are about the birds with the pillow and the doormat. And I was just thankful that my friend on Instagram shared that with me because it truly brought me so much joy. And then my daughter got to set up her new axolotl. She named it Aurora, which I love. And my son was the tall person at home, so he set up the joy sign for me. And I got a photo of that. And I was so happy that he was willing to do it. You guys, he even said, "What can I do to help?" And it was just the best. I love it. When a teenager is willing to help, it just makes for such a great day. So I ended the journaling by saying that it was a full day with all the ordinary and some festive thrown in. You can see that I filled in my title page as well with the family photo from Thanksgiving, and that looks really fantastic. So happy everybody cooperated for that. I am just writing out Hello December for the first story on my table of contents, and then where the bird photo is, like of my decor box, that is where the collage is going to go. I just need to glue it back to back, and I'm doing it while I'm filming because if I save it till afterwards, I usually never glue them back to back. It's ridiculous, but I'm gluing it, sticking it in, and then I think I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like at the end. Just gotta make sure I punch the holes and put it back in. And you guys, I have started on December Daily. I'm so excited. I love how the first came together. It just looks so good. I'd love to know how your project is going. If you have started, how is December going for you? I'd love to know. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.